That's right, Astro. The view that space and objects are independent of each other entails a palpable dualism. As required by Occam's razor, let's preview a simpler idea.
I understand Occam's razor requires that we choose the hypothesis that requires the fewest assumptions. And I see that you have narrowed the assumptions down. However,
that's correct, Astro. We now have one fundamental substance from which space and objects emerge as separate and independent entities.
Being separate and independent still doesn't sound right to me. Didn't Einstein say that space and objects do interact? For example, massive objects are supposed to curve space.
That's right, he did. So now we should try and hypothesize something even simpler, but still enable interaction. What about this?
I think I see, Phil. Now you have space emerging from something, and objects emerging from space, although what space is unknown.
Yes, that idea has only one pathway, but it is two-stage, from something to space and then space to objects. What if space is the fundamental entity and objects emerge from it?
Okay, that's progress, I guess. But we still don't know what space is. It seems to me, the only way to make it simpler, is to say that space is the fundamental entity, and objects emerge from space.
That would look like this. It assumes the minimum number of entities, 1, and the minimum number of pathways, 1. And, the simplest system is the most probable.
Hold on, Phil. You seem to have made a big jump to say the simplest solution has the highest probability.
Sorry, Astro. I'll try to explain. If I toss one coin fairly, the probability of it landing tails up is 1/2, the same as the probability of it landing heads up. If I toss two similar coins fairly, both together, the probability of them both landing tails up is 1/4, the same as the probability of them both landing heads up.
Yes, I see that. But I'm not clear about the link to what we have hypothesized so far.
The occurrence of a single fundamental entity to comprise the universe is more probable than the occurrence of two or more kinds of entity, requiring two or more pathways.
So, you are saying, it is more likely that only one entity exists, space. But, we are no closer to being able to say what space is, or how it comes about.